Hey, what's up you guys? It's Cody D and welcome back to my channel. Before I start this video, I just want to say that this video is definitely not directed towards anyone or anything specific, and that it can be adjusted to many different types of relationships, types of people, types of personalities. Please don't feel offended, like if the shoe fits, you know? Because honestly, this is just things that I have learned in my life and that I enjoy talking about stuff like this. I enjoy exploring things like this. So I am sorry, like disclaimer, if anyone finds this video a little bit offensive, because that is not the way that it is supposed to be taken. It's just things that actually happen in our lives, in all of our relationships, like even if it's friendships or relationships like boy, girl, girl, boy, 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 whatever, like, you know, peace, love, and equality. But it's mistakes we all make, and it's mistakes that I have personally made, and that is why they are on this list, because they're basically focused on the mistakes that I have made in my past and things that I try to kind of like enlighten myself on so that I don't make those mistakes again. Here, without any further ado, are a few relationship mistakes that everybody makes. Number 1, making your partner your entire world. I have done this so many times. I have seen so many different people who do that, where they make their partner like their whole entire existence. Because Becky no longer exists because now Becky is Jason's girlfriend. She is Jason's girlfriend. Like every time her friends wants to hang out with her, she says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm with Jason." Jason and we have plans, even though we've had plans for the past freaking 12 weeks, like straight in a row, every day, every weekend, like every minute on WhatsApp. And the problem with this is, if you make one person your entire world, the relationship goes wire. Who are you gonna have left in your life? I remember quite some time ago when a friend asked me whether or not the guy I was seeing at the time were serious about each other and if everything was okay in our relationship. And I thought to myself, like, yeah, why? What would possibly make you ask me that? I haven't cried to you, I haven't moaned to you. And she was like, "Oh no, but you guys aren't Facebook official." That kind of shook me in a way, because we weren't Facebook official, meaning that we hadn't said on Facebook yet that we are in a relationship with each other. And that kind of blew my mind, because I was like, this is what relationships have come to. Like, this is how you know that you are in a serious relationship, if it says that on your Facebook profile. I just completely thought that that was so childish. And I never told this friend this, and I probably never will, because it's kind of rude in a way, because everyone deals with life in their own terms and everyone has the right to feel certain things about their relationship that they want to feel, and I would never in my whole life like tell someone you're doing something wrong. But that just kind of had me thinking, like, fuck, really? Really? The only validation your relationship needs is between you and your partner. However many amount of likes is not gonna stop you guys from fighting. However many like comments is not gonna keep him or her from cheating on one another. You know, your relationship has to be between you two. You are partners. You are together. It's not you and the rest of the world. It's you two together in a relationship. And I think that's something people forget a lot, and I'm not exactly sure why. Like, I love posting pictures of me and my boyfriend. It is so fun and it's exhilarating. Like, I guess, yeah, it's cool when people like it. But I am not constantly on a daily basis shoving my love for him down everybody's throat, because I'm supposed to be shoving it down his throat. I'm supposed to be telling him in his face, in our private, intimate moments, that I love him, that he means the world to me, that one day I would want to marry him. You know, I'm not saying that shit on Facebook, because the people on Facebook don't care. Number 3, communication. If you are too busy telling your relationship problems to anyone except your partner, meaning friends, relatives, Facebook, Instagram, anyone apart from your partner, your relationship is seriously bound to fail, because those are the issues and the feelings that you are supposed to be sharing with your partner. By sharing a picture that says, "Oh, I just want to be loved and I need attention," it's not gonna change the fact that you are feeling unloved and not getting attention from your partner. Your partner is probably gonna see it and be like, what? Ugh, and then move on. Or they're gonna get hurt and they're gonna pull away from you even further. What you need to do is you need to sit your partner down and you need to be like, hey, I would appreciate it if you kissed me more. Or I would appreciate it if we talked a little bit more intimately. Because I feel like our conversations do not consist of a lot of intimate discussions. And I would really appreciate that if you would be able to compromise and do this for me. Is there something I can do for you? Let's not just take. I always ask your partner, is there something I can do for you? Are you needing something from me? Because unfortunately, I am needing something from you. The fastest way of breaking up a relationship or giving up on one is not communicating, because the other person, no matter how much we believe they will pick up on the signs and on the telltales, they cannot read your mind. And they probably don't even read your Facebook statuses. So just talk to your partner. And lastly, comparing your relationship to movies or books. That is one of the biggest freaking mistakes anyone can ever make. I just watched The Notebook and they found each other after all these years. And they were like so in love and they died together. And it's so sad because I want that. Like, I want a love like that. Like, you know, I want a love like that. So you're telling me that you would like a relationship where you guys are physically like screaming and yelling at each other all the time, where your partner leaves you for years, you know, to be in a loveless, emotionless state, then come back, have sex with you, make you confused, like use your emotions, like cheat on their fiance with you, and then ultimately, yeah, they choose you, and then you have to watch them slowly decay into insanity where they forget who you are and where they forget everything that you shared. You want to go through that instead of just having like a normal, sane relationship? Romance is never gonna be like a book or a movie. The guy is never gonna show up outside of your house in a limo with a boombox, playing music, begging you to take him back. The guy is never gonna show up on a white horse, riding with you off into the sunset. The guy is never gonna stare at you intensely and tell you a secret of his lifelong journey of being a vampire and that you are the one and only human that he does love and does not want to kill. That shit does not happen. People are human and we are all flawed and we are all kind of stupid in our flaws because we make the same mistakes over and over and over again. And then we get mad at people for bringing out their innermost wishes. We get mad at them for not being that. And I think that's very stupid. I think that's something that people, especially my female counterparts, need to stop doing. We need to stop expecting that, because that is not real life. Real life is messy and it is disturbing, and people get mad and people get angry and people fight and people get bored of each other every now and again, and then they fall back in love and then they fall out of love. Stuff like this just unfortunately happens and it sucks. It just all depends on how you handle the situation. It all depends on what you make of it. If you handle the situation with a clear mind and a clear conscience and you think about it in the right way, then it will be a fairy tale. Trust me, it will. But if you go in there an insecure mess and always thinking, but why doesn't you do that? Because this person does it. And why don't you do this? Because this person do this. And why can't you be like this fucking person who is physically like too perfect to even be real on TV? Insert picture of Jason Momoa. Like, honestly, I get it. Like, I get wanting that fantasy and I get wanting, you know, that dream coming true. And in many ways, they do come true. It's just we are so selfish that we don't realize what we have in people. I don't know why I felt like I've written this script 5 months ago, like more than 5 months ago. I don't know why I wrote it. The one night I wasn't able to go to sleep. I wasn't able, like, honestly, I just sat up and rolled the whole night. And I just thought of these things. And I thought about the way that I handled them. And and I am guilty of most of these things, if not all of them. And it's something that I personally need to work on, and I think it's something that many people personally need to work on. But it's something that can get better, and it's something that can be a good thing, because now you know. So I know this isn't my normal stupid, silly videos. I know I don't make them that often because these serious videos are kind of, well, not fun. So, and that's what I want. I want my channel to be a fun place. But I also want to get real. I also want to be real with you guys, and I also want you to know the real me. I am not one of those people that are putting up a front. I used to be one of them. I used to do everything to make people want me in their lives, like boyfriends, friends. I used to morph myself into this perfect image that I thought that they wanted, and at the end of the day, it's something that they never did want. So where did that leave me anyway? So hopefully now, after making this video, I'll be able to recognize when I'm doing things like this, or when someone is watching this video and they recognize things that they do and it helped someone. I'm super happy about that. And if it pissed off a few people, I'm sorry. So if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a thumbs up on it. I really do appreciate it. And with the things going on in YouTube at the moment, I'm gonna need all the likes I can get if I wanna get more than 40 subscribers. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate spending this time with you. I hope you have a fantastic week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Okay, bye.